The doorman at the plaza tips his hat to no one. The last yellow cab disappears around the bend. A woman in a fur coat lights a cigarette at midnight, and Fifth Avenue belongs to the rain again. The flower cart is empty by the fountain in the park. The pretzel man packed up an hour ago. There's a saxophone somewhere above the laundromat, playing something only lonely people know. And the rain don't ask your name, and the rain don't ask you why. It just falls on everyone the same. Beneath this midnight sky, this is the city at its finest hour, when the neon bleeds into the street, when the music rises from the steam grates and the rain makes everything complete. This is Fifth Avenue at midnight. This is beauty without a name. This is every man who ever walked alone, baptized in the midnight rain. A young musician locks his case outside the venue. He made $12 and a story for his friends. He turns his collar up and starts the long walk uptown, knowing someday this is where the magic begins. An old man at the window of the diner stirs his coffee, watching headlights streak the glass. He fought a war once, loved a woman, raised a daughter. Now he watches cities breathe and lets the night go past. And the rain don't ask your name, and the rain don't ask you why. It just falls on everyone the same. Beneath this midnight sky, this is the city at its finest hour, when the neon bleeds into the street, when the music rises from the steam grates and the rain makes everything complete. This is Fifth Avenue at midnight. This is beauty without a name. This is every man who ever walked alone, baptized in the midnight rain. When the crowds have gone away, when the only ones who own these streets are those who couldn't find a reason to stay. This is Fifth Avenue at midnight, and I have never felt so free. Just a man, a saxophone, and the rain, and this whole city belongs to me. lights turn low on purpose. Says bright lights make people talk too fast. He's been pouring drinks on this same corner since 1963 and plans to be the last. There's a couple in the booth beneath the window. They've been married 40 years and still hold hands. And a veteran named Roy drinks slow and quiet, still wearing something nobody understands. The jukebox plays a song from 1972, the kind of song that turns a stranger into you. Do you remember when the music meant something? Do you remember when the nights were long and good? Do you remember every song had a story, and the story always ended like you knew it should? Do you remember? God, do you remember when the last bar on the street was the first place you felt understood? Harold sets another round without you asking. He reads the room the way a good man should. He lost his wife in spring of '78 and built this bar so others knew he understood. The saxophone player in the corner's almost sleeping. He's 71 and hasn't missed a Thursday yet. His fingers find the notes before his mind does. Some things the body never will forget. The jukebox plays a song from 1972, the kind of song that makes a room feel like the truth. Do you remember when the music meant something? Do you remember when the nights were long and good? Do you remember every song had a story, and the story always ended like you knew it should? Do you remember? Lord, do you remember when the last bar on the street was the first place you felt understood? Nobody here is running from nothing tonight. We're all just running towards something. We're lost somewhere back down the road. The rain outside keeps falling. Harold pours one more, and for a moment, brother, we are not alone. Do you remember when the music meant something? I do, I swear I do. Do you remember every song had a story, and the story, friend, is still not through? Do you remember? Yeah, I still remember when the last bar on the street was the only honest thing I knew. Her coffee cup was still warm on the table, her earring on the bathroom floor. The taxi she had called was waiting 7 minutes, then she was gone and I was counting more. I stood there in the hallway like a photograph of someone who had just forgotten how to move. The rain that started sometime after midnight was the only thing I had left to prove. And I told myself it's fine, I told myself I'm strong, I told myself that some things were never meant to belong. She left before the rain stopped, she left before the rain stopped. Lord, she left before the rain stopped. And I've been standing in the wet ever since. By Tuesday I had cleaned away the evidence, the earring in the drawer beside my keys. By Wednesday I could almost eat a full meal. By Thursday I was almost at my knees, because somewhere in this city she is living with someone who deserves her, I suppose. And somewhere it is sunny where she's standing, but here the rain keeps falling and it goes. And I told myself move on, I told myself be still, I told myself some loving you just never will. She left before the rain stopped, she left before the rain stopped. Lord, she left before the rain stopped. And I've been standing in the wet ever since. Maybe rain is just the sky saying what we cannot say. All that weight we carry has to fall somewhere someday. She took the sun with her when she walked out my door. Now the rain keeps all a secret, and I'm asking it for more. She left before the rain stopped, she left before the rain stopped. Oh darling, she left before the rain stopped. And I'll be standing in this rain until you come back, until you come back, until you come back again. Says, brother, are you doing anything tonight? I said, Clarence, look outside your window. It's raining hard and I ain't feeling right. He said, man, that's exactly why you're coming. Rain or shine, you can't just sit inside. Said, we got a table at the Blue Note waiting, and life's too short to let the good times slide. So I pulled my good coat from the closet, shined my shoes and hit the city street. The rain was coming down, but it felt different when the whole night's got that groove town heartbeat.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. Something about the rain makes the music right.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. The city's got a groove tonight.
Tell me something.
Did you ever notice how the rain hits different when the bass line's low?
You feel that?
Man, I feel that. Rainy city, what a night. We found our table right beside the window. Clarence ordered bourbon, I got wine. The quartet on the stage was burning, and the whole room found the rhythm right on time. Outside, the taxis and the buses kept on moving. The umbrellas open like a field of flowers, and in here we were somewhere above all of it, just riding out the music ends. And the saxophone player caught my eye once, gave a nod that said he knew what we were there for. Not the bourbon or the table or the evening, something in the music, something more.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. Something about the rain makes the music right.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. The city's got a groove tonight.
Tell me something then.
You ever feel most alive when you got nowhere? You really got to be on a Friday night.
You feel that?
Man, I feel they're burning bright. Clarence leaned across the table, said, you know what I've been thinking? I said, Clarence, don't get heavy. This is good Bordeaux we're drinking. He laughed and said, you're right, man. This is all a man could need. Good music, good company, and the rain outside setting us free.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. 40 years of Fridays let us right here, man.
You feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. Some nights come around once in your life.
You feel that?
Can you feel that? The rain, the groove, the city, the night.
You feel that?
Yeah, brother, I feel that. Everything is gonna be alright. October came the way it always does, with that particular gray. That means it's real. The trees on Central Park West let go all at once, like they'd been waiting for the signal to reveal. I walked a long way down from 72nd, past the hot dog cart and Angela's flowers. She was bundled up and reading something Russian in between the customers and showers. There's a particular grace in a city letting go when summer's finally finished and the golden leaves must go. The chestnuts roasting on Columbus Avenue, the yellow cabs that streak the wet black street, the old man with his terrier on Riverside, the couple sharing one umbrella, incomplete. The steam that rises from the grates on Broadway, the jazz that leaks from underneath the door, the smell of someone's dinner in the hallway. This is Manhattan, I could not love it more. I stopped at Barney Greengrass for a coffee. The counterman said, brutal out there, huh? I said no. I said I think it's beautiful. He looked at me like I had lost the plot. But I've lived enough of life to know the difference between weather that destroys and weather that reveals. October rain in Manhattan strips the pretense and shows you what beneath the surface feels. There's a particular truth in a city soaking through when the rain pulls back the curtain on everything that's true. The chestnuts roasting on Columbus Avenue, the yellow cabs that streak the wet black street, the old man with his terrier on Riverside, the couple sharing one umbrella, incomplete. The steam that rises from the grates on Broadway, the jazz that leaks from underneath the door, the smell of someone's dinner in the hallway. Autumn rain in Manhattan, nothing more. I stay here when the winters get so cold, and I tell them it's the autumn when the city shows its soul. Every leaf that falls on Madison, every puddle on Park Avenue, is this city saying quietly, I was here before you, and I'll be here long after, but tonight belongs to you. The chestnuts roasting on Columbus Avenue, the yellow cabs that streak the wet black street, the old man with his terrier on Riverside, the couple sharing one umbrella in the rain, the steam that rises from the grates at midnight, the saxophone above the laundromat door, the smell of autumn rising from the sidewalk. This is Manhattan, I am coming home once more. streetlights bleed on the avenue. Tonight, my collar up against the driving rain. I've been standing on this corner since 9:30, waiting on a love I may not see again. The taxi cabs go splashing through the dark and people rush by, faces turned away, but I'm still here beneath this old street light. Because leaving you was never something I could say, and I know the rain won't wash away everything I feel for you. So I'll stand here until morning comes, if that's what I have to do. Standing in the rain for you, darling, standing in the rain for you. Every drop that falls reminds me there's nothing I won't go through. The whole city's going home tonight, but I got nowhere else to be. So I'm standing in the rain for you, hoping you'll come back to me. The diner on the corner's still alive. Old Sam's wiping down the counter slow. He looks at me through the Rain Street glass and smiles, like he understands the things a man won't show. I've been thinking about the night we met downtown, your red dress and the way you laughed out loud. I'd walk through every storm, this city's got to find my way back to you somehow. And I know the rain won't wash away everything I feel for you. So I'll stand here until morning comes, if that's what I have to do. Standing in the rain for you, darling, standing in the rain for you. Every drop that falls reminds me there's nothing I won't go through. The whole city's going home tonight, but I got nowhere else to be. So I'm standing in the rain for you, hoping you'll come back to me. Maybe pride is just a coat you wear when you got nothing left to lose. But tonight I've laid my pride down on this street, because baby, I choose you, I choose you. Still standing in the rain for you, darling, still standing in the rain for you. Let the thunder roll, let the lightning come, there's nothing I won't go through. The whole city may be sleeping now, but my love is wide awake, still standing in the rain for you. Some love is worth the exits from the city, and I can already see the skyline through the rain. Every Friday night for 14 years, baby, I have made this same drive home again. a song that makes the highway feel like more. And all I'm thinking about is getting to you, and the way you leave the porch light on for me before.
The city behind me is beautiful tonight,
but you are waiting, and you are worth every mile of highway, every minute between work and where you are.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
Baby, that's the only map I need.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
You are everything I'm driving toward, you see. I know I work too hard on some occasions. I know I bring the office home sometimes, but every man who's worth a thing comes back to the woman who reminds him of his life. I bought some flowers at the last gas station, yellow ones because you said they make you glad. The man behind the register said, "Lucky woman." I said, "No sir, you have got that backwards, friend." The rain is letting up past exit 7. The stars are trying hard to show themselves, and all I need is for the light to stay on until I'm standing on our porch again.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
Baby, that's the only road I know.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
14 years and I still can't wait to get home. You see, some men lose themselves inside the city, somewhere between the ambition and the climb. I found myself out on this highway, driving home to you on Friday every time. And the rain is just the sky, making sure I see the road. And the road is just the line between the life I work and the life I hold.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
Yellow flowers on the seat beside me.
City lights behind me, you ahead of me.
I am almost there, I am almost home. City lights, baby. Oh, you ahead of me. I have never once looked back, and I never will. You see, My father used to say that God cries too sometimes, that heaven has its heartache just like we do down below. And when the rain came heavy on our old front porch in Georgia, he'd say, boy, let it fall, let everything go. I was 17 and I didn't understand him. Now I'm 53 and Lord, I understand. Some burdens are too heavy for a man to carry so low. You gotta lay them down and let the rain wash your hands. So tonight I'm not ashamed to lift my face and let it fall. Some things you cannot carry, and you gotta give them all.
Let the rain come down.
Let it come.
Let the rain come down.
Let it fall.
Every heavy thing you're holding, let the rain come down. Let the rain come down.
On your shoulders.
Let the rain come down.
On your soul.
What you've been carrying in silence, brother, let the rain come down.
Let it wash you whole. I've seen strong men broken by the weight of their pretending. I've been that man myself a time or two. There's no shame in standing in a downpour and just letting the rain say what your mouth won't let you say out loud and true. My father died in April on a rainy Tuesday morning, and I stood outside that hospital and cried, not just for losing him, but for the years I didn't listen, and for everything I still had locked inside. So tonight I'm letting go of everything I've held too tight. Some grace descends like rainfall in the middle of the night.
Let the rain come down.
Let it come.
Let the rain come down.
Let it fall.
Every heavy thing you're holding, let the rain come down.
It's a blessing.
Let the rain come down.
Not a storm.
Let the rain come down.
Not a storm. What you've been carrying since forever, let the rain come down and be reborn. There's a woman on my street who lost her son last February. She stands out in the rain sometimes. I've seen her from my window, not to punish herself, not from grief alone, but because the rain is honest and the rain feels like home. And sometimes the most healing thing is to stand beneath something bigger than the pain and let it fall.
Let the rain come down.
Hallelujah.
Let the rain come down.
Thank you, Lord.
Every heavy thing you're carrying tonight, let the rain come down.
For the weary,
Let the rain come down.
for the strong,
Every man who ever stood in darkness, let the rain come down.
you've been strong. called me Thursday, said you're free this Saturday. I said, what you got in mind? He said, nothing much. We ended up at the Monaco's on 47th in a corner booth with wine and not enough. He said, man, you remember Denise from back in '73? I said, Marcus, where is this going, man? He laughed that laugh he's had since we were 22 and said, nowhere, brother, I just got time on my hands. Outside the rain was doing what the rain does, turning every window into a painting. And we were two men in the middle of our lives, with enough behind us to start debating. Marcus ordered the Bordeaux and talked about his daughter. She's studying in Paris now. He said he's proud but strange. I told him about my father and the house in South Carolina that I keep meaning to go back and never do. And the waiter brought the second bottle, and the rain kept right on falling. And somehow we were 22, and somehow we were true. By midnight we had covered Vietnam, marriage's first divorce, my almost was. The years between the rain outside had turned the whole of 47 into something out of a movie we had seen. He said, you know what I miss most about being younger? I said, what? He said, not knowing what I know. The whole world felt like it was built for us, remember? I said, Marcus, yeah, but brother, watch it grow. Outside the rain was telling us its secret. Santa Monaco was warm against the weather, and we were two men past the middle of our story, still writing it, still getting it together. Marcus got the check and said, don't you dare touch it. I let him win that fight the way good friends do. We stood outside at 2 a.m. on 47th and shook hands in the rain, like men who knew some friendships are the only real religion. Some nights are worth the whole price of living. And the rain fell on our shoulders while the city breathed around us. And we were old and we were new. We said goodbye the way men do, without saying much at all. He walked uptown, I walked downtown, rain falling on us both. And I thought about how strange it is to live a life this alone and still have nights that feel like the beginning of a song. Marcus called me Sunday, said he made it home alright. I said, yeah, me too, man, yeah, me too. He said, we gotta do that more often, don't you think? I said, Marcus, man, we got no time to lose, because the rain keeps right on falling and the years keep right on passing. And a night like Saturday in a corner booth with an old friend and good wine, and the whole city in the rain is worth more than everything we've been working for. Worth more, worth everything. Oh, People ask me how I describe her, and I've tried 1,000 times with words. I've tried the usual ones like beautiful and gentle, but language has its limits, I have learned. So I stopped trying to use language and started using something I could show. I said, close your eyes and think about a rain shower that arrives in summer when the air is low.
The way it cools what has been burning, the way it fills what has been dry,
The way it asks for nothing in return for everything it gives beneath the sky.
she's the rain.
Not the storm, not the flood, not the kind that wakes you frightened in the night.
She's the rain.
That finds you in the garden.
She's the rain.
That makes the whole world right.
She is patient.
She is steady. She is coming whether or not you're ready.
She's the kind of rain
A man kneels down for, with his face turned up to the light. She was not the lightning bolt that knocked me over. That is not the kind of love that lasts. She was the slow and steady change of season that turns the desert green before you've asked. I remember the October that she found me. I was dry as paper, going through the moves, and she just started showing up on Tuesdays. The way the rain shows up and just improves.
the way it softens what has hardened, the way it wakes the sleeping seas,
The way it never asked me to deserve it, just gave me everything a man could need. She's the rain. Not the storm, not the flood, not the kind that makes you run and hide away.
she's the rain.
That finds you on the front
She's the rain.
that turns the whole world green.
She is faithful.
She is fearless. She arrives without announcement or a warning.
She's the kind of rain
A man stops running from and instead stands still and breathes. My grandfather would say, the rain don't play favorites. It falls on the rich man's roses and the poor man's grave. It falls on the just and unjust equally, and asks no one to behave. But she chose me deliberately. Out of all the dry and thirsty ground, she saw something worth watering in me, and she just kept coming down. She's the rain, not the storm, never the storm, the steady healing, life-giving rain.
She's the rain.
That finds you when you're empty.
She's the rain.
That calls you by your name. She is everything the poets try to tell us when they ran out of every other language.
She's the kind of rain
A man builds his whole house full, opens all his windows too, and praise will never stop, never stop, never stop falling. I pulled the curtains back at 8 this morning. The street below was shining like a lake. The neighbor's dog was sniffing at the gutter, and the whole world had to know where it had to be today. I made some coffee and I found an old record, the one my older brother gave to me in '71. I set the needle down and just sat listening while the rain outside said, "Go on, you've earned this one." I have been moving fast for so long now. It took a rainy Saturday to slow me down, and I'm not mad about it, I'm not sad about it. Some days the sweetest sound around is the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window, just the raindrops on my window. And nowhere I have got to be, just the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window, Lord, the raindrops on my window are enough today for me. Called my daughter somewhere around 11. She said, "Dad, it's raining here in Denver too." I said, "Yeah, funny how it finds you." She said, "How are you?" I said, "Baby girl, I'm better than I knew." We talked for 40 minutes, maybe longer, about her job, her friends, the boy she's seeing now. I didn't give advice, I mostly listened. She said, "Dad, you've gotten good at that somehow." I have been talking fast for so long now. It took a rainy Saturday to hear, and I'm not mad about it, I'm not sad about it. Some things only come through when it's clear. Just the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window. Just the raindrops on my window. And a daughter's voice on the phone. Just the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window, Lord, the raindrops on my window mean I'm not alone. My wife comes in around mid-afternoon, says, "What are you doing just sitting there?" I say nothing, I say everything. I say, "Come sit with me right here." She brings her book and I keep the record playing, and we don't say much for an hour or more, and that's the whole of it. That's the everything of it. That's what I've been living for. Just the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window. Just the raindrops on my window. My wife reading afternoon light. Just the raindrops on my window. Raindrops on my window, Lord, the raindrops on my window are making everything right. I'm making everything right. Raindrops on my window.
the long way off the highway, down through the valley where the old mill used to be, past the drive-in they tore down in '78, past the high school where they first set me free. The radio kept fading between stations, something classic, then the static, then the rain. And I thought about the choices that I made here, driving home through the rain again. Some men make their peace with getting older, and therapists' offices or churches on a hill. I've always done my best confessing on a rain-soaked road that's standing still, and the wipers keep their rhythm on the windshield, and the road stretches out beyond the lights. And I am somewhere between who I was starting and the man who finally got some things right. And the rain is asking questions that I'm answering, not with words, but with the miles underneath. And by the time I reach the edge of town again, I will have said everything I need to say to me. And the porch light will be burning at the driveway, she'll be reading in the living room again, and I will be exactly who I need to be by the time I turn the car into the lane. I thought about my father near the river bridge. He drove this same stretch 40 years before. He told me once the road's a good confessor, just don't expect it to keep score. I thought about the summer of my 38th year, when everything fell apart and I drove south, just driving with no plan and no direction, until the road ran out at someone else's town. That was 15 years and a different version of a man who didn't know what home was worth. Now I take the long way just to feel it, just to earn the turn into my life on earth. And the wipers keep their rhythm on the windshield, and I got maybe 20 minutes left to go. And I've apologized to no one in particular for everything I was too young to know. And the rain has heard my honest conversation, the kind I wouldn't say in any room. And by the time I'm turning off the engine, I'll be lighter than I've been since June. And the porch light will be burning at the driveway, and she'll have kept some dinner warm for me. And whatever I was worried about this morning will have dissolved into the rain. because a man waves at a toll booth in the rain, and another man waves back, and that exchange is the whole of what we're here for. I am almost home. And the wipers slow because I'm almost there now. And the radio has found a song I know, and it's something from the summer of our first year, when she laughed at everything and stole my coat. And the rain is tapering to something gentler, and the porch light burns like a lighthouse by the shore. And whatever answer I was looking for out here tonight is waiting for me just inside the door. And the answer is so simple that it's painful, and the answer is so obvious it's clear. The answer was the porch light and the dinner. The answer was the reason I came here. She used to say October was her favorite. Said the world looked honest when the leaves let go. We'd sit out on the porch with hot cider, watching summer's evidence blow down the road. I have her old sweater in the cedar closet, the brown one with the buttons worn to brass. And every October when the leaves start turning, I catch myself thinking it won't always last, because nothing does. That's the truth of it. October's here to show us what we know, that beautiful things don't last forever, but God, they're beautiful before they go. October rain, she's gone, but I'm staying. October rain, it's falling just the same. We met in October 1969. She was standing at a bus stop in the rain. She had a French coat and a paper bag of Chekhov, and she looked at me like I might be worth the pain. We had 37 years and some hard seasons, the kind that tests the steel beneath the grace. And when she went, it was a Thursday in October, and the rain outside said everything in her place, because nothing lasts, but some things are so beautiful. The ache of losing them feels almost sweet. October's here to show me she still loves me, in the way the rain falls down along the street. October rain, she's gone but I'm okay. October rain, it always finds a way. My son came by on Sunday with his kids, my grandkids. Full of noise, the youngest one reminds me of her laughing. The same light in her eyes, that same enormous joy. And I thought she's not so gone as I've been thinking. She's in the things she left and didn't mean to. She's in October and the sound of rain on rooftops. She's in everything. She's right here shining through. October rain, keep falling on my window. October rain, she always loved you too. October rain, I'll meet you on the front porch. October rain, I'm finding my way through. Didn't set the alarm on purpose this morning. First time in I don't know how many years. The kids are grown and gone, and good Lord willing, they're sleeping in somewhere without their fears. I found the good coffee in the back of the cabinet, the expensive kind she buys me twice a year. I made a whole pot just for me this morning, put on something old and let the music clear. And the rain came right on time, like it had been waiting all week, for a man to have nowhere to go and nothing particular to see. You know, I used to feel guilty about mornings like this, like I was stealing time from something important. But I'm 61 years old and I have learned that a man who never rests is running out. So I'm just sitting here with my coffee in the rain, and I'm not going to apologize to anybody for it. Not today, not today. Thought about calling Paul, but didn't. He's got his grandkids this weekend, I believe. And I thought about the yard, but then I didn't, because the rain has got it covered, I can see. I read about 40 pages of a novel set in Portugal in 1943. Thought about the men who lived that moment, and whether they could ever have dreamed of me. sitting here with central heat and coffee, reading books about a war already won, thinking about gratitude without naming it, just sitting in it while the rain goes on. I am a fortunate man, I know I am, and I don't say that lightly or to make a point. I say it like a prayer on a rainy Saturday, when the world has given me this, when the world has given me exactly this. Hot coffee and a good book, and the rain on the window, and nobody needing anything from me, just for this morning, just for this. She came downstairs around 11:30, hair not done in the robe I gave her in '78. She poured herself a cup and sat across from me, and didn't say a word, and that was great. We've been together long enough to know that silence is the highest form of company. She took my newspaper section, I took hers, and we sat in the rain together, separately, but together, you understand. You know this is the thing nobody tells you about building a life with someone all these years, that the best moment isn't some grand occasion. The best moment is a Saturday like this, her in the old robe, me in yesterday's shirt, coffee going cold because we forgot to drink it, rain on every window of our house, and everything exactly as it should be. Everything exactly as it should be. Every April still surprises me a little, when the rain comes back and fills the yard with sound, because I reach for her before I remember that she's the one who isn't here to be found. She would open every window in the house, even when it was cold, she didn't care. Said she wanted the rain inside with us, said she wanted to feel it everywhere. And I'd pretend to be annoyed about the dampness, and she'd pretend I wasn't secretly glad. And we had 40 years
particularly pretending, and I would give the rest of mine to have it back. She used to love the rain, she'd stand out in it. She used to love the rain, she never ran. She used to love the rain, and now it comes and it goes, and it doesn't know she's gone. And I don't have the heart to tell it. My son thinks I should sell the house and move closer. He worries about me through the winter months. I understand his worry and I love him, but this house remembers things that I can't touch. Her handwriting is on a piece of paper, still taped behind the cabinet in the hall. The grocery list from the last trip she made here, I know it's just a list, but it's not at all. And the rain doesn't know it's supposed to be quieter. The rain doesn't know to be careful with me now. It comes the same as always, full and certain, and I stand where she would stand beneath the sound. She used to love the rain, I love it for her now. She used to love the rain, I watch it fall. She used to love the rain, and I open all the windows the way she showed me how, and let it in, and let it in. There are men who fall apart, I almost did the first winter, but I thought about what she would say. She'd say, oh, for goodness sake, get out of bed. She'd say, you've got grandchildren. She'd say, the yard needs working. She'd say, I gave you 40 years of good material. Use it. So I use it. She used to love the rain, I think she still does. She used to love the rain, and so do I. She used to love the rain, and every time it falls now I know exactly where she is. Right here, she's right here, she's still right here, loving the rain with me. Washington Avenue, and the city had that feeling I don't forget. Called my boy Terrence, he said come on through. They got a spot on Fifth that's doing something right. I said, Terrence, it's raining hard out here, man. He said, that's exactly the point of tonight. Because
Something about the rain,
changes the way the music moves.
something about the rain.
Sinks deeper in the groove. Ooh, that
Rainy night feeling,
got that rainy
night feeling,
in my soul. Yeah,
rainy night feeling, rainy night feeling.
won't let me go.
Won't let me go.
Bassline moving,
Roast piano,
this is what they said on need a roller land. Rolling, rain on the window and the night is young. Got that rainy night feeling, and I'm just getting started, son. Terrence had a table right beside the speaker. This woman brought her friend, I'm not complaining. The music was that old Philadelphia feeling, and everything was amplified by rain. And the bartender was moving, oh, like the music, oh yeah, like she heard the whole room needed someone smooth. Oh, I ordered something amber, she approved of that, and everything and everyone found its groove. Oh, because something about this city in the rain at night is right. Ooh, something about the rain makes everything feel alive. Ooh, yeah.
rainy night feeling,
Got that rainy
night feeling,
can't you tell? Yeah, yeah.
night feeling,
Oh,
rainy night feeling,
working like a spell,
working like a
dance floor moving, people knowing this is what the 70s were about. Got that rainy night feeling, and I don't want it to go out. Ooh, I don't want it to go out. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I'm not a young man, but I'm not done either. And tonight is proof of what I've been trying to say. You don't get old when you stay in the groove. You get old when you walk away. Got that raining
night feeling,
always, yeah. Oh,
night feeling,
good Lord is real, good Lord is real. Rain keeps falling, music keeps calling, standing in the middle of the best of my life. Oh, got that rainy night feeling, and brother, that's the feeling, yeah, that gets you through the night. Through the night, all night long. All night now. I have been running from the storm my whole life, keeping myself dry at any cost. The wind in my coat against the wind and weather, until I got so dry that I got lost. Because a man who never lets the rain touch him is a man who never really lets things in. And I've been waterproof so long and lonely that I forgot what it felt like to begin. So tonight I'm stepping out from my umbrella. Tonight I'm letting what is falling fall. Tonight I am through being so protected that I can't feel anything at all.
Let the rain fall.
Let it fall on me.
I have been so careful.
Lord, I need to breathe.
Let the rain fall.
On my upturned face,
I have been so guarded.
I forgot about grace.
Let it fall on the righteous.
Let it fall on the wrong,
Let it fall on the man
who has been brave and been strong.
Oh,
Too long.
too long.
Let the rain fall and let me finally feel something. Yeah, my son looked at me one night at dinner, said, Dad, I never know what's going on with you. I smiled and said, I'm fine, and changed the subject. But something in me knew that wasn't true. Oh no. So I called him back
On a Tuesday,
said, son, there's some things I should have said before. I said, I don't know how to say them
perfectly.
but I love you and I'm sorry and I wanna say more, because a man who never lets the rain touch him is a man his family never fully knows. And I have been so dry in all my loving that I didn't even know I let him go.
The rain fall.
Let it fall on me.
I have been so careful.
Lord, I need to breathe there.
Let the rain fall.
I am not afraid.
I am done with shelter.
That was self-made. Yeah.
Fall on the Father.
Let it fall on the Son,
Let it fall on the man.
who still has things to become.
Still giving.
Still becoming. Let the rain fall and let me finally love somebody right. There is a kind of strength
That looks like stone.
that weathers everything that,
Stands alone.
and there's a kind of strength
That looks like rain.
that bends, that gives, that falls and rises up again.
rises up again.
I choose the rain.
God help me.
I choose the rain. On every man who's holding something too tight, let the rain fall on the working man, on the tired man who's doing what he can. Let it fall on the Father who forgot. Say,
I see.
I love you.
I see him.
I'm proud of you today. Let it fall. Let it fall. Let it fall. On me. On me. Let it fall on me. On me. Let it fall on me. 3 in the morning and I'm still in it. The city that never quit has not quit on me. There's a saxophonist at the corner of 8th, playing something I'll remember till I'm 83. The rain has been at it since before midnight. It doesn't rush, it doesn't ask for much, just turns the whole of Manhattan into a mirror and gives the neon lights something to touch. And I have walked these streets in different versions, young and broke, and then less young and less broke. And midnight in the rain has always found me, just a man inside the city's long exhale of smoke. Midnight city, still here. Midnight soul, still clear. That's enough. The last block slowly, just to hear the city making up its voice. The diner's doing breakfast at 3:30. There are nurses and there are cab drivers and there's me, all of us belonging to the midnight, all of us exactly where we need to be. And sophistication isn't what you're wearing, it's knowing when to move and when to stand, when to order the next drink and when to leave it, when to speak your mind and when to understand. Midnight city, still alive. Midnight soul, still mine. That's enough. My grandfather came to this city from a small town in Alabama with $12 and a good coat and the name of one man who might give him work. He said the city at midnight was the first thing that was bigger than his fear. He said he stood on 42nd Street in the rain and thought, I am gonna be all right here. I'm gonna be all right here. Midnight city, his city, my city. Midnight soul, his song, my song, my song. Still going, that's enough. That's everything, that's enough. Mad city, I am gonna tell you something I've never said aloud to anyone who wasn't in the room when it happened. 1971, I came back from Southeast Asia and stood in my mother's kitchen and didn't say a word for 3 weeks. She just fed me and let me sit in the rain that October was the loudest thing in the world. And I was grateful for every minute of it, because the rain doesn't need you
to explain
yourself. The rain doesn't need you.
Be okay.
The rain just falls on you completely, and that is enough for one day.
Rain on my soul,
Lord.
rain on my soul.
Yeah.
I've carried too much in the sun. Rain on my soul,
Come and rain,
rain on my soul.
and wash away
Wash away what I have done,
and what was done to me, and what I couldn't stop, and what I survived, and what I left behind. Rain on my soul, I am asking you. Oh, I'm sing. I got married in the spring of '74 to a woman with the patience of the mountains. She never made me say what couldn't be said. She understood that some men have their limits, but love stretched me open inch by careful inch, until I could say things I hadn't said to anyone. And the night I finally told her everything, she held me, and I don't have words for what that woman done, because some healing comes
through human hands.
and some healing comes from somewhere.
We can name.
And some nights the rain outside the window is the only language big enough for what we're trying to say.
Rain on my soul,
Lord,
rain on my soul.
Lord,
I have held this thing for 40 years.
oh,
Rain on my soul,
come and rain on my
rain on my
soul,
soul.
and wash away the weight.
Wash away the weight of all those years.
And the pride that kept me silent, and the strength that kept me dry, and the face I showed the world while something deeper tried to cry.
Rain on my soul,
I am putting it down now. I am putting it all down. I am telling you this because I'm 67 years old, and I have watched men younger than me die inside their silence. And I'm telling you this because there is a man somewhere listening to this tonight who has been dry so long he's cracked. And I want him to know the rain is not a weakness. The rain is not a failure. The rain is not the end of anything. The rain is the beginning. Oh.
rain on my soul,
Lord, I let it,
rain on my soul.
and I'm still standing here,
Rain on my soul,
and something in me I forgot reappeared. And I'm not the man who came back from that jungle. I am not the man who sat in that October kitchen. become, and I'm grateful. Rain on my soul, Lord, thank you for the rain on my soul. We started this night in different places, some of us alone and some of us in crowds, some of us beside the women that we marry, some of us just watching rain dissolve the clouds. But somewhere in this city all our stories were being written on the same wet streets tonight. And the saxophone player and the doorman and the driver and the old man at the diner, all of us alive. And the rain kept right on falling, the way it has for 10,000 years before, on cities full of men who felt exactly what we're feeling at this very moment. That we are here, and we are more.
The city never sleeps,
and neither does the soul.
the rain keeps right on falling,
But the music makes us whole.
the city never sleeps,
And neither will this feeling of being alive and knowing it, and letting yourself heal it.
every man who walked these streets,
Tonight in the rain,
every man who carried something heavy,
in his chest,
every man who found the music was the only honest language.
every man who let the night say,
But the day suppressed,
we are still here.
we are still here.
We are still here.
We are sitting here.
The city never sleeps, and neither does the soul, and neither does the love we have for this one rainy night that belonged to all of us together.
I don't know your name,
And you don't know mine, but we were both here on this night in this rain. And that means something that I can't quite put language to, but the music understands, and so do you.
somewhere there's a woman,
Opening a window,
somewhere there's a man,
who just picked up the phone.
somewhere there's a pair of old shoes on the front porch.
And the sound of laughter echoing at home. And the rain will stop eventually, as rain has always done before. But tonight we had this music and this city. And tonight, we didn't need a single thing more.
The city never sleeps, and neither does the song.
We were all just passing through this rainy night.
We belong.
The city never sleeps, and neither does tomorrow. Tonight we lay down every weight and every unnamed sorrow. Every man who came of age 60-something, every man who built a life from what his father left, every man who learned that love is not a destination, but the road itself, the long, magnificent road itself. We are still on it. The city never sleeps, and neither does the road. And somewhere up ahead, the rain is gonna part, and the sun is gonna rise on everything we've been, and everything we are, and everything we still have time to be.
We are still
We are still on it.
We are still.
Whoa, we are still. The city never sleeps, never sleeps, never sleeps. And we were here for all of it, the whole rainy, beautiful, aching, glorious night. The city never sleeps, never sleeps. And neither does the love, and neither does the music, and neither does the soul of a man who has lived long enough to know the difference between surviving and living.
This is living.
This is living.
This is living.
This is life. In this city, with this music, with these people, with this life, this is living.
He never sleeps.
Never sleep,
Neither does the soul.
never
We
sleep.
were here for all of it.
The whole rainy, beautiful,
Making glorious night.
the city never sleeps,
Never sleep.
never sleep.
Never sleep.
And neither does the love, and neither does the music, and neither does the soul of a man who has lived long enough to know the difference between surviving and living.
This is living.
This is living,
This is living.
this rainy night.
In this city. This is
The city never sleeps
this city.
with this music. Missed a turn on Maple Street and didn't say a word. You were laughing at the radio and I just let it go. The highway's quiet this time of night, the stars are pretty clear. I could drive until the morning comes as long as you are here. And you looked at me like you knew what I was doing all along. She smiled and turned the music up and let the night go on. I'm taking the long way home. One more song, one more mile, one more reason. I'm taking the long way home, because the night feels too good to let it go.
got your window cracked an inch, the warm air moving through. I'm memorizing everything, the way you hum along. We're somewhere past the edge of town, where all the lights go soft. And I keep finding reasons not to take you home. And you looked at me like you knew exactly what this drive meant. Leaned your head back on the seat and let the moment last. I'm taking the long way home. One more song, one more mile, one more reason. I'm taking the long way home, because the night feels too good to let it go. Some nights you know you're living something you'll look back on. Some rides you never want to end, and this is one. I'm taking the long way home. I drive all night, if you let me. I'm taking the long way home, because you're worth every extra mile, worth every mile. Came on and you threw your head back like it was the funniest thing you'd heard. I almost ran a light on Jefferson, couldn't take my eyes off you, I swear. Your coffee went cold sitting in the cup holder. Neither did I. Some things just stop you right in the middle of whatever ordinary thing you're doing. And I thought, how did I get here, sitting next to someone like you? When you laugh like that, the whole car fills up with something. When you laugh like that, I forget where I was going. When you laugh like that, I wanna drive forever, just to hear it one more time. When you laugh like that, you caught me staring somewhere past the overpass and said, what? Like you didn't know? I said nothing, just the radio. You smiled like you already knew. And I thought, don't say too much, just let the morning be what it is. When you laugh like that, the whole car fills up with something. When you laugh like that, I forget where I was going. When you laugh like that, I wanna drive forever, just to hear it one more time. I've heard a lot of songs nothing else in the world matters. When you laugh like that, I'm already gone. When you laugh like that, just keep laughing. Just keep laughing like that.
We were stopped at the light on 5th when you reached across the console. I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't say a thing. Just turned my hand over slowly like I knew, and we stayed like that all the way through the green. The radio was playing something, I couldn't tell you what. All I knew was your hand in mine and the whole world going quiet. Your hand in mine, that's the whole story. Your hand in mine, nothing before it mattered. Your hand in mine, at the light on 5th Avenue, changed everything without a single word. You didn't look at me, and I didn't look at you. Just watched the road like nothing happened at all. But your thumb moved once across the back of my hand, and that was enough to tell me everything. The city kept on going like it always does. All I knew was your hand in mine, and the whole night opening up. Your hand in mine, that's the whole story. Your hand in mine, nothing before it mattered. Your hand in mine, at the light on 5th Avenue, changed everything without a single word. I've tried to tell this story, and it never comes out right, because the whole thing fits in the palm of my hand, in the back of your hand, and one green light on 5th. Your hand in mine, still the whole story. Your hand in mine, nothing since has changed it. Your hand in mine at the light on Fifth Avenue is still where I am every time I close my eyes. Every time, every time. You knew every word before the chorus. I only knew the melody, so I hummed the parts I couldn't catch, and you filled in all the rest. By the second verse we had a system. You took the high part, I took low. Somewhere on the interstate we sounded pretty good, you know. It didn't matter where we were going, it didn't matter what time we got there. The only thing that mattered was the song and the open road. Singing along with you to every song the radio plays. Singing along with you and getting half the words wrong. Singing along with you is the best thing about any drive, any day, any road. Singing along with you. The one came on from back in '73. You grabbed my arm and turned it up. Said this one was your mother's favorite, and I knew every single word. By the time we hit the bridge together, the windows were all the way down. I think half of Interstate 40 heard us coming through their town. It didn't matter who was watching, didn't matter how it sounded. The only thing that mattered was the two of us and the song. Singing along with you to every song the radio plays. Singing along with you and not caring how we sound. Singing along with you is the best part of the whole drive. Any day, any road. Singing along with you. Some people talk about the big moments, the ones you plan and remember, but the moments that stick with me are the small ones like this one. Windows down, radio loud, you knowing every single word. And me just happy to be in the car with you. Ooh, singing along with you to every song the radio plays. Singing along with you, even the ones I don't know. Singing along with you is something I'll carry forever. Every road, every song. Singing along with you. Always you. The radio's been off for 40 miles, and neither of us reached to turn it on. Your shoes are off, feet on the dashboard. Your eyes are somewhere past the tree line.
I've been with people who need talking, who fill up every inch of quiet. And then there's you, just sitting there, like silence is a thing you trust. And I realize somewhere past mile marker 9 that this is what it feels like when you found the right one. Just quiet, just you and me and the road. Just quiet, better than anything I've known. Just quiet, your feet up on the dashboard, the evening coming in. Just quiet with you. You turned once to look at me. I asked you what, you shook your head, just smiled and looked back out the window like you knew exactly what I meant. I spent a lot of years trying to explain myself to people who were never gonna understand. And then there's you, not asking anything, just here. Like here is more than enough. And I realized somewhere before the sun went down that I don't need to say it, you already know. Just quiet, just you and me and the road. Just quiet, better than anything I've known. Just quiet, your feet up on the dashboard, the whole world outside. Just quiet with you. I used to think love was all the loud things, the things you say, the things you do. Love is 40 miles of nothing with someone who makes nothing feel like everything. Just quiet, the best kind of quiet. Just quiet, you and me in the open road. Just quiet, don't turn the radio on yet. Let's stay right here. Just quiet with you. Just quiet. Somewhere south of Malibu, the ocean on your left and gold on everything. You pulled your sunglasses on top of your head and said, this is the kind of day people write songs about. I turned the radio up and drove faster, not because we had to get anywhere,
completely happy. On the coastal highway, with the windows all the way down. On the coastal highway, nowhere to be and nothing to lose. On the coastal highway, the best ride of my life is any ride on the coastal highway, next to you. You spotted dolphins somewhere off the point, grabbed my arm and made me pull over. We stood there on the shoulder watching them go south. You said, I will never forget this. And I thought, I will never forget you. Standing there watching dolphins on the shoulder of PCH in the golden light. And the ocean is doing what the ocean does, and it doesn't know how lucky it is to be this beautiful on the same afternoon as you. On the coastal highway, with the windows all the way down. On the coastal highway, nowhere to be and nothing to lose. On the coastal highway, the best ride of my life is any ride on the coastal highway, next to you. Some drives you remember everything, the song, the light, the mile marker, the exact shade of the water, the way she looked at the dolphins like they were the best thing she'd ever seen. On the coastal highway, I drive this road forever. On the coastal highway, with you beside me in the sun. On the coastal highway, this is it, this is the whole thing. The coastal highway, next to you, always next to you. Always next to you.
The car of perfume,
I drop you off at 9:15. Watched you walk up to your door. Drove halfway down the block and stopped. Just sat there for a minute or more. The car still smelled like you, the thing you wear on Friday nights. I turned the radio off
and drove home in the quiet. Some things get under your skin before you know they're doing it. Some people are already home before you've shown them where you live. Her perfume in the front seat, long after she's gone. Her perfume in the front seat, and I don't wanna drive home. Her perfume in the front seat is the closest thing to her I've got right now. Her perfume. I've been in love before, I know how this goes. You spend a lot of time with your window down, trying to get back to the feeling before someone showed you what it could be. And I'm already there before we even started. Some things you can't unknow once you know them. Some people change the temperature of every room they're in. Her perfume in the front seat, long after she's gone. Her perfume in the front seat, and I don't wanna drive home. Her perfume in the front seat is the closest thing to her I've got tonight. Her perfume. I'm gonna see her Saturday. That's only 3 more days, but right now 3 days feels like something I have to get through. So I'll drive home slowly, take the long way, and be grateful for whatever's still in the air. Her perfume in the front seat, and I'm in no hurry now. Her perfume in the front seat, telling me what I already know. Her perfume in the front seat, is this what it's supposed to feel like? Because if this is it, I already gone. Already gone. Her perfume. The rain came down somewhere past 7. We were already in the car. You pulled your jacket tight and smiled and said, good night for driving slow. Wipers keeping time to nothing. The streetlights bleeding in the gold. Your coffee in the cup holder, both hands free and close to mine. And the city at night in the rain is
watching it through the glass. Rainy night drive, just us and the city and the rain. Rainy night drive, no reason to be anywhere. Rainy night drive, you leaned your head against the window, and I drove slower than I've ever driven on a rainy night drive. We talked about nothing important, the way you're doing everything is fine. Your cousin's wedding coming up, the restaurant we said we'd try. But underneath all of it, I was just listening to your voice, the way it sounds when you're relaxed, when the rain gives you permission to be still. And the city at night in the rain sounds like a song that's been playing forever, and you found me in the middle of it. Just us and the city and the rain. Rainy night drive, no reason to be anywhere. Rainy night drive, you humming something I don't know, made me fall a little harder on a rainy night drive. Changed, maybe it was the first time you said, let's just drive, and the rain came down, and the city turned to gold, and I understood what a rain was for. Rainy night drive, the best kind of night. Rainy night drive, anywhere you wanna go. Rainy night drive, you and me and all that gold outside. I would drive through every storm for a rainy night drive with you. Heater's on the highest setting. It's 22 degrees outside. The windows fogged up some time ago, and neither of us tried to wipe them clear. Your gloves are on the dashboard, your scarf is on the seat, and we've been sitting in this parking lot for 45 minutes. There's a whole world out there, cold and going somewhere fast. But in here it's just us and the heat are going strong. Winter in the car is warmer than any room out in. Winter in the car, with you is somewhere I want to stay. Winter in the car, the whole world can wait outside as long as the heater holds and you are here. Winter in the car. You told me about the year you spent in Denver, how the cold got into everything. I told you about the car my father had that never heated right. We talked until the conversation found its way to something softer, and the cold outside got further away the longer we stayed here. There's a whole world out there that we'll get back to eventually, but right now the window's fogged and I'm not in any hurry. Winter in the car is warmer than any room out in. Winter in the car, with you is somewhere I wanna stay. Winter in the car, the whole world can wait outside as long as the heater holds and you are here. My father used to say the best conversations happen in parked cars. I didn't understand that when I was young. I understand it now. Winter in the car, this is my favorite place. Winter in the car, don't turn the engine off. Winter in the car, with the windows fogged and your scarf on my seat and the heater going strong. This is everything. This is winter. This is us. I was on the interstate near exit 12 when it came on the radio tonight. Haven't heard it since the summer of '77, when we drove it every night. We had the windows down on Riverside. You knew every word by heart. The city was ours for about 6 weeks that summer, before everything fell apart. And here it is again, like it never went anywhere, like that summer is still right outside the window.
That song came on,
And I was back in '77.
that song came on,
And you were sitting right beside me.
that song came on.
Riverside was warm and young and gold, and we were singing every word when that song came on. turned it up tonight the way I always did. Sang the part you used to sing and left some space for yours. Exit 12 went by, then 13, 14, 15. I didn't want to stop until the song was through. And here it is again, like it never went anywhere, like the best of it is still in the radio.
That song came on.
And that was back in '77.
That song came on.
And everything was possible.
That song came on.
And you were laughing in the front seat, and the whole summer was ahead of us when that song came on. I don't know where you are tonight, I hope you heard it too. I hope it found you somewhere good, with someone worth the road. I hope it hit you the same way it hit me by exit 12, that some summers never really end, they just live in the radio.
That song came on. That song came on. That song came on.
And I was 22 again.
That song came on.
And Riverside was everything.
That song came on.
Thank God some songs just last forever.
That song came on.
And when it came on, when it came on tonight.
You still drive with one hand on the wheel, still hum when you don't know the words, still reach across and find my hand when the light turns red. I've been watching you do this since the Ford we had in '79, when the heater didn't work and we didn't care. 30 years of front seats, 30 years of going somewhere, and every single road was better because of you. I'm still your passenger, still the one you reach for, still the one who watches the way you drive when you're happy. I'm still your passenger, and after all this road, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here beside you, still your passenger. The car is different and the roads are changing. kinda slower getting in, but you still turn the radio to something you know I'm gonna like. And I still look at you sometimes when the light is right, like 79. Like the first time. 30 years of front seats, and I still can't believe my luck. Still the first thing I see when I open the passenger door. I'm still your passenger, still the one beside you, still the man who never wants to arrive, because the drive is everything. I'm still your passenger. 30 years of roads, and I would take every mile over if you were still driving. Still your passenger. We don't have to go anywhere, just drive a while past the old neighborhood, down by the water. Turn up whatever comes on, like we always did, like we always will. I'm still your passenger, still reaching for your hand, still watching you when you don't know I'm watching. I'm still your passenger. After all this beautiful road, still yours, still here, still your passenger. I'm parked outside your building, 7 minutes early, radio low. Fix the mirror twice for no reason. Check my watch like it would help. The light in your window changed, which means you're moving now. I straighten up and tell myself to breathe. Before you got in the car, the whole night was just possibility. Before you got in the car, I was just a man with somewhere to be. Before you got in the car, I had everything figured out. Before you got in the car, I knew exactly what to say. Before you got in the car, before you got in the car, I was perfectly composed, and then your door opened, and all of that was gone. Before you got in the car was a long time ago. You came down in the blue coat, the one I didn't know you had. Waved through the windshield,
that smile that does what it does. And I don't remember what I had planned to say. I just said hey, and you said hey back. And the whole night started after you got in the car. The whole night became something real. After you got in the car, I forgot everything I rehearsed. Before you got in the car, I had everything figured out. Before you got in the car, I knew exactly what I'd say. Before you got in the car, I was perfectly composed. And then you got in and everything was better. Everything was so much better before you got in the car. And now here we are, somewhere past midnight, and I've forgotten every word I planned. And that's the best thing that has happened to me in a very long time. Before you got in the car was a different life. Before you got in the car, I was someone else. Before you got in the car, and now I can't remember what before was. Before you got in the car, before you. Before you, for you, for you. I drove past your street tonight, not on purpose, or maybe I was. The light in your window was on, and someone had parked in my old spot. I didn't slow down, I just noted it and drove on. The radio played something I couldn't place and didn't need to. I don't miss the end of us, I miss the middle that drives the songs, the way you navigate. I drove past your street, the way you drive past something that was the best part of a year. I drove past your street, and I wished you well, whoever you were driving with now. I drove past your street and turned the radio up and let the night take me wherever it was going. I drove past your street. We were good in cars, you and I. Always knew where to eat, always found a new road. When the old one fell warm, and I haven't found a passenger like you, who knew when to talk and when the music was enough.
I miss the drives in the middle of us. I drove past your street, the way you drive past something that changed you while it lasted. I drove past your street, and I was grateful for every mile we put on that car. I drove past your street and kept going, because that's what you do when something's over, but nothing's ruined. I drove past your street. I hope you get good drives from here. I hope the radio finds you. I hope whoever's in that passenger seat makes you take the long way home. I drove past your street one last time tonight. I drove past your street and let it be what it was, beautiful while it lasted. I drove past your street and it was okay. It was really okay. I drove past your street. Good night. Oh. Good night. Oh.
October 74, a Saturday. I borrowed Danny's car and picked you up at 8. You wore the green coat and your hair was down, and I said, nice car, like it was mine. We drove to nowhere special, just out past the edge of the city. You said, where are we going? I said, does it matter? You said no, and that no was the whole beginning. Everything that followed started in that no. That first drive, I didn't know yet what I had. That first drive, you were still a stranger, becoming something more. That first drive, down roads I've driven 1,000 times since, and none of them have ever felt exactly like that first drive. You asked me every question like you were taking notes. I wasn't nervous after the first mile. Something about the dark and the road. We stopped at a diner on Route 9 that doesn't exist anymore. You had coffee and I had pie, and we talked until they closed. And the drive home was the longest drive home I've ever taken, because I didn't want it to end. That first drive, I was already gone by exit 4. That first drive, you were still asking questions, I was already answered. That first drive, October 74 on borrowed roads in a borrowed car. That first drive changed I've taken you home more times than I can count, but I still remember the first time, the porch light, and you turning at the door, and me not wanting to be anywhere else in the world. That first drive, I still go back to it sometimes. That first drive, when you were still possible and I was still hoping. That first drive, Danny's car, the green coat, Route 9, October 74. I would take that and drive every day for the rest of my life. That first drive was you. October 74. The porch light, the green coat, still so clear. Soon as the intro started, you'd reach across and find the dial before the first word came. Didn't matter where we were, highway, parking lot, or traffic, you'd say this one and hit the volume like it was the most important thing. And it always was. Every time you turned it up, it meant something I couldn't say.
Turn it up.
She always said, turn it up.
Turn it up.
Like the song was just for us.
Turn it up.
The whole car singing every word, and the world outside just passing by.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. I hear it now without you in the car, and my hand still moves toward the dial. Old habit, I suppose, or something more, like love becomes a reflex. I turn it up without you, and I feel you in the seat beside me, saying yes, this one, exactly this. Turn it up, and it still is. It always will be. Every time it comes on, you're right there with me. Turn it up, like you always said, turn it up.
Turn it up.
Like the song was made for this car.
Turn it up.
The whole highway singing with us, and nothing in the world
she's driving. Maybe the same highway, different lane. Maybe a city I've never been to, with the windows down in the rain. She always drove with both hands, took corners wide and slow, knew exactly where she was going before I knew we had to go. I don't want her back, yeah. I just want her to be alright. I don't want the road back, yeah. I just hope hers is good tonight.
Somewhere she's driving,
and I hope the radio finds her.
somewhere she's driving,
and I hope it's all go like
somewhere she's driving,
with someone who deserves a pass to
somewhere
send.
she's driving,
And it's good, I hope it's good, yeah. Somewhere tonight. We covered a lot of miles, most of them worth covering. We found the diner on Route 9. We got lost and didn't mind. And when it ended without cruelty, which is the most you can ask from any love that ran his road.
I don't want the old lanes back.
Oh,
I just want her radio loud. I don't wanna go back.
I just hope she's somewhere she loves.
Somewhere she's driving,
and I hope the song is right.
somewhere she's driving,
And I hope she turns it up
somewhere she's driving,
with her window down and everything ahead of her.
where she's driving.
And it's good, Lord, I hope it's good. Somewhere tonight. Some love teaches you the road, some love shows you how to drive, some love gets you where you're going, even when it doesn't survive. Somewhere she's driving,
Somewhere she's Somewhere she's driving,
and I'm glad I was there a while.
somewhere she's driving,
And the night is wide and open,
somewhere she's driving,
and wherever she is going,
somewhere she's moving.
I hope it's
Somewhere she's
somewhere, somewhere she loves.
Somewhere she's driving, somewhere she's driving, somewhere she's driving.
I used to hate the traffic, now I take the slow roads home. I used to hate the red lights, now I catch them all on purpose. Because every red light
It's 30 seconds I get to look at you, and that's 30 seconds. The city gives me free, and you always catch me looking, and you always smile like you don't mind, and I always look away first, but I'm always back before the light goes green. Every red light is a gift tonight. Every red light, 30 more seconds with you. Every red light, I fall a little harder. Every red light is a blessing in disguise. Every red light with you. I took the long way down by 7, where all the lights run slow. You said we're going the wrong direction. I said I know, and you leaned back and laughed and let me take you wrong direction, because you already knew what I was doing, and you always let me, and you always smile like you're in on it, and I always feel seen in the best possible way. 30 seconds I get to keep you. Every red light, a little more time on this road. I fall a little harder. Every red light is the city being generous. Every red light with you. I know I'll get you home eventually. The city can't be red forever, but right now I'm grateful for every light that catches us, every light that gives me one more reason to look at you in the red. Every single red light, every red light is the best part of the drive. Every red light, 30 second, 2010. Red light, come on, stay red. Stay red. Just one more red light with you. You don't know this one. I can tell by the way you're quiet. But somewhere past the second verse, you started humming anyway. just the melody, soft and wrong, your own version of the thing. And I didn't say a word about it because it was better than the original. You make up what you don't know, you fill in all the blanks and somehow it sounds right every single time. The song you don't know is the best song in the car. The song you don't know, the song you don't know sounds perfect when you hum it. The song you don't know, the song you don't know gets the melody completely wrong, but I'd rather hear your wrong version than the right one anytime. By the third time through the chorus, you had made up 3 new words. I'm pretty sure the songwriter would approve of everyone. You turned to me and asked, what's this one? I said, I don't know the name. You said, it's pretty good though, right? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, it really is. You make the unfamiliar feel like something you already own. And I want to live in everything you hum. The song you don't know is the one I remember longest. The song you don't know, your version, not the real one. The song you don't know, 3 wrong words in the chorus. I would give back every song I know to hear you hum the ones you don't. There is no better sound than someone you love. Getting a song completely wrong and getting everything else right. A song you don't know, keep humming anyway. The song you don't know is my new favorite song. The song you don't know, with your version of the chorus, I am writing it down in the notebook I keep of everything I love about you. The song you don't know is at the top. There are people I've driven all over this city, taken to airports and concerts and places they needed to be. But the passenger seat has been waiting for someone specific, and I didn't know that until the night you got in. You moved the seat back 2 inches and kicked your shoes off like you owned it. And you do. Every mile I drove before you was practice for having a reason. Every road I learned by heart was learning it for you. The passenger seat is yours. It has been since that first
night. The passenger seat is yours.
Put your feet up, lean back.
The passenger seat is yours.
I'll take the long way every time, as long as you're beside me.
The passenger seat is yours, is yours, is yours.
You navigate by feeling, which should be terrible, but you've been right every time. Take a left here, you say, and I take the left, and it's always the right street every single time. I've stopped questioning it. I just drive where you feel, and somehow we always end up somewhere. I'm glad we went. Every road gets better when you're choosing the direction. Every drive gets longer when you're the reason for it.
The passenger seat is yours.
No one else has fit it right.
The passenger seat is yours.
Feet up, shoes off, window crack.
The passenger seat is yours.
For every road I haven't found yet, for every drive still coming.
The passenger seat is yours,
It's yours. Always yours. When I'm old and driving slower, and the roads are all familiar, I'll still look over at that seat and find you there. Still navigating by feeling, still always right, still mine.
the passenger seat is yours.
It has been from the beginning.
The passenger seat is yours.
And every seat in every car I will ever own is built around the fact that you'll be in it.
It is yours,
It's yours, it's yours, it's yours, it's yours.
the seat beside him, hers, always hers.
We pulled into the driveway, and I cut the engine off. And then you said, wait, I love this one. So I turned the key back, and the radio came back on, and we sat there in the driveway like we've been doing all our lives. That's when I knew for certain all those drives were leading somewhere. All those songs were practice runs for being parked here with you. One more song before we go inside. One more song before the night is over. One more song in the front seat is all I'm asking. One more song with you.
One more song,
Just one more song.
one more song,
One more song.
one more song,
Before we say goodnight, one more song.
one more
The driveway can wait,
one more
the whole world can And that voice you have when you think no one important's listening, but I'm always listening. I've been listening since the first drive, since the first song, since the first red light, since the first time you reached across and I turned my hand over. One more song before we go inside, one more mile before we call it, one more hour in the front seat is how every night should go. One more song with you.
One more song.
Just one more song.
One more song.
One more song.
One more song.
Before we say goodnight. One more song.
One more
let the
song.
engine run, let the driveway have us for one more song.
One more song.
With you.
One more song.
Always one more song.
Every drive we ever took,
Led here to this driveway,
every song we ever played,
was building to this moment. Parked outside our home, not wanting to go in, because the best part of any day is still right here in the front seat.
one more song. One more song.
One more song.
One more song.
One more song. This one, then we go in one more song. The neighbors don't mind, the night doesn't mind, nothing minds when it's one more song with the person every song was written for. One more song with you.
Always one
Always one more, always with you. Always
One more.
you. Always with you. Everything fades slowly. The car in the driveway, the engine still warm, the radio playing, neither of them moving. One more song.
One more song.
One more. Always one more.